set to face its second team in the Super 8's clash, and that match is today against Zimbabwe. Hello and welcome to NewsX. I'm Kashish Dhawan, and with me today is Soumya Kapoor. Hello Soumya, what do you think? Are you excited for this match? And as we go in the discussion on this, we'll talk more about Gambhir's coaching as well.
Talking about the match, first of all, I'm a bit concerned because Zimbabwe have been playing a very good cricket in the tournament so far, barring that West Indies game. And India's run rate has been a concern. The net run rate, we are we are sitting at in a situation where we need to win this game with a better margin.
Yeah.
So I just hope we don't just win, we just win it by a better margin.
Also there were some memes going on social media, like talking about today's match that is happening during afternoon will decide our mood for the evening match.
Yeah.
So talk about what's going on in the afternoon match and which two teams are clashing against each other.
South Africa are up against West Indies, and in the first 10 overs, I would say the Indian fans were really happy. South Africa had picked up some wickets, but then West Indies just came back and scored massive amount of runs in maximums. And now the India situation is dependent on this clash.
Yeah.
If South Africa defeat West Indies, and considering India will defeat Zimbabwe, the India West Indies match, which is on Sunday, will become a virtual quarterfinal. That's a simple equation. But if West Indies win this game, then it's going to be a lot tricky for India. They will not just have to win their matches, the remaining games, but they will have to win that with a bigger margin. So that will make things tricky. We just hope that South Africa wins and we win it.
So
today.
when you say win with a bigger margin, what do you mean by that? I would like you to explain to our viewers what exactly that means.
So the net run rate is playing a lot of importance in this Super 8. West Indies, when they defeated Zimbabwe, their net run rate was more than 5, which is a massive amount. Considering India's net run rate, which was in the minus because we lost by 76 runs against South Africa. So to negate that, we would need a certain difference to against Zimbabwe and West Indies to come to the net run rate, because the points will be similar for all three teams. So that will make things tricky. But as I said, South Africa, if they defeat West Indies, it would be simple for us.
Yeah.
Just win 2 games and move ahead.
Just like social media says, it will decide the mood for India versus Zimbabwe. Now let's focus on India versus Zimbabwe and the rumors and the questions about Gambhir's coaching. So what's going on with Gambhir?
See, I would just go back in time. Gautam Gambhir's coaching hasn't been that great. We have lost 2 test series at home, 1 in Australia, and we were staring at an early exit from the WTC final races. One day has been decent, but that has been a different setup. But we have been very dominant as far as the T20 cricket is concerned. But if you look at the 4 matches in the in the World Cup, barring that Pakistan game, we haven't been that. I just feel that
kind of spark wasn't there.
And then you lost to South Africa. So now there have been calls that if India fail to defend the title, Gautam Gambhir should be sacked from his position, purely because of the performances, purely because the way India have fared so far in these couple of years, 2.5 years, purely because of that. And his coaching is under scrutiny, especially the results that have gone for India, and the kind of combinations that he's getting into the team are at times very questionable.
Yeah, so talking about the combinations, so there was this one combination that most of the viewers and not even like cricket experts could understand. Even the former cricketers criticized Akshar Patel being seated.
I remember one of his own video interviews where he says, how logical was it to drop a vice captain when he was a vice captain, and from coming to that to here, he's dropped a vice captain. This happened with Akshar earlier as well. Shubman was made the vice captain, then he was dropped, and then the World Cup squad was announced. Then Akshar was named the vice captain again, and now in this previous game he was dropped. So I mean, in the first place, why would you drop a player of that caliber? Akshar will give you 4 overs.
Yeah.
He can bat a left-hander, and he's a good fielder and a vice captain who will be a part of the leadership group anyhow. Why will you drop a player of that sorts? It was beyond my thought process.
Definitely, not only yours, it was beyond the understanding of former cricketers also. K. Srikanth was very actually right to point out that Gambhir's coaching is really a question mark right now. And him choosing Washington Sundar over Akshar Patel, who has, like, it does not seem like he's not in form or anything, but you chose Washington Sundar. He did not perform. He did not give you that kind of a game, and still you went for it. So, what do you think? Is Gambhir going to make those kind of changes today? Is he playing Akshar Patel or not?
Well, he has to make those changes, and also talking about he gets a cushion to get Akshar in because there are high likely chances that Rinku might not play this game. He's returned to the team. He's with the team though in Chennai, but he might not play the game. So that gives him a cushion to have Akshar in the 11. Play at probably play him at 6 or 7. But again, as I've been saying, he would give you 4 overs, and bowling has been a concern.
Yeah.
So he can give you those overs, a gun fielder, a brilliant batsman who can, accelerate at any given stage.
When you talk about bowling being a concern, I actually think batting was more of a concern for Team India.
I think the performance is a concern.
Yeah, the entire performance for this T20 World Cup has been a concern, starting from the very first match against USA, where I did point out that India's top order seemed struggling, and it continued
Just
till
like
the
Mohammad
South.
Amir.
It did continue till the South Africa match. Now let's talk about, before we wrap up this video, let's talk about the predicted 11 for both the teams.
I feel Abhishek opens.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that Tilak might miss out.
Okay.
And Sanju comes in, and I would want a Sanju Samson in. Why? Because there are a lot of left-handers in this batting unit. So I would have Abhishek and Sanju coming in. Ishan probably at 3, followed by Surya Kumar Yadav, Shivam Dube, Hardik Pandya, then Akshar Patel, and I will have a Washi.
Yeah.
Just because he can bowl. He can come in and bowl. He's a good player. He didn't have a good game he didn't have a good outing last time, but he is a good player. A great fielder.
Yeah.
Someone who can give you all 4 overs. A good batter. So you can use him as a floater in this side, and then you can have an Arshdeep Singh, Varun Chakrabarti, Jasprit Bumrah.
And talking about the Zimbabwe side, who do you think? So there is one player who has been the talk of the town, and it is Blessing Muzarabani.
Not just Blessing Muzarabani. See, I'm a very big fan of him. He's been a part of the IPL franchise that won the trophy, the RCB. But before that, he's been a very talented lad. Yeah. He's played in the PSL as well for Multan Sultans. A good hit the deck bowler. So he's somebody who can rattle Indian batting unit. But I'm also concerned about Brian Bennett's form. He has been in an incredible form in this whole tournament. And then you have Marumani, the wicketkeeper, Dan Myers, Ryan Bull, Sikandar Raza, Tony Munioga, Tashinga, Brad Evans again.
Yeah.
A very, very good player for Zimbabwe for many years. Graham Kramer, Richard Nagarwe, Blessing Muzarabani,
Of course. So we'll be very excited to follow this match for you. All you have to do is keep watching NewsX.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.